Welcome to not only the home of British motorsport, but also the birthplace of the Formula One World Championship. It's race day here at Silverstone, a classic on the calendar, and it's time for the British Grand Prix. Silverstone circuit then is 3.6 miles long, has a total of 18 corners, and of course is no stranger to the rain. There won't be any DRS available in these conditions, but the Wellington and Hangar straights are still good opportunities to tuck into the slipstream and make a pass. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Oscar Piastri lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Tsunoda, Carlos Sainz and Leclerc, Norris, Fernando Alonso, Stroll and Isaac Hadjar, Verstappen, Bortoleto, Alex Albon and Behrman, Doohan, Lawson, Pierre Gasly and Nico Hülkenberg. Ocon and Andrea Kimi Antonelli rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me today is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try anyway. It's Ant Davidson. I love being here at Silverstone. I know you do too. Mainly because we get to sleep in our own houses for a week. But what do the drivers enjoy most about this track?
Well, Silverstone's such a challenging circuit, Crofty, more so for the car than the driver, because these high-speed corners at Silverstone really test this modern-day F1 machinery to its maximum. We don't get that many times throughout the calendar. I can only think of Suzuka and Spa, maybe Qatar as well, with that high-energy cornering that you get here at Silverstone. So the drivers love throwing the car around through corners like Copse, Maggots and Beckett's, for example, and it's really influential for your lap time as well.
Right then, the formation lap has started, and I must say the weather conditions aren't the best today for visibility and for grip. As each driver performs this lap, they'll be wanting to settle in and concentrate, as this race, in these conditions, will require a lot of focus. As the cars come back towards the grid to line up for the start of the race, each driver will be wanting to get the best start they possibly can, and they'll be hoping to finish today's race on the podium, failing that, within the points.
The energy store's depleting, reducing our overall capacity. The more charge you hold, the faster that capacity will drop. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. Okay, heavy rain will be staying with us for a while now, at least a 20-minute window of heavy rain. Okay, you've got P3, well done. Okay, gap to leader, 8.6 seconds. Okay, Russell's ahead. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 6.7 seconds. They're on a fresh set of wets. Norris is behind you. They're on a fresh set of wets. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. And that's 14 laps to go. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, stand by, we see a problem our end and we're looking into it. There seems to be an issue with our ERS. The ERS is offline. We're currently looking into the problem. The underbody's taken a little damage, just watch out for it. The guys have fixed the problem with the ERS, it's now available. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.9 seconds. Okay, we think the underbody's incurred some slight damage, but nothing too serious at the moment, just be careful. Keep managing your tyres, manage your tyres. Okay, Lewis, lap times are a little erratic at the moment. We need consistency, so let's try and stabilise them.
Yep.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 2.2 seconds. Okay, don't worry about that target for now. We can work on a new objective later. Okay, and that's a red flag. Red flag. Keep the delta positive, and let's have you straight into the pit lane, please. Okay, this is essentially a free stop, so let's think very carefully about our strategy for the rest of this race. Back on track. Let's make the best of this restart. Let's go. We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button. Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage. Okay, clear. Okay, we've got a full course caution. The safety car's out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down, maintain positive delta.
Okay, mate, okay.
These conditions don't look like they're shifting. We're predicting at least 20 minutes of heavy rainfall. Inters and wets will probably have very similar pace at the moment. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace. Okay, so heavy rainfall, here to stay for a while. Doesn't look like it's moving on anytime soon. It's hard to say if inters or wets are better right now. Okay, we can take you this lap. Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately. Okay, let's go now. Come on. That was a fantastic stop. Faster than we were expecting. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. It might be worth thinking about putting a set of full wets on. We've seen a few teams change over already. Safety car in this lap, safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Okay, clear. Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage. Okay, heavy rain will be staying with us for a while now, at least a 20-minute window of heavy rain. Good job, nice overtake. Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres. Caution, caution! Green flag! Final lap, push, push. And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Great job, guys. Thanks for this weekend. Sorry it's not as good as we had hoped, but still got some solid points, so let's keep pushing.
Oscar Piastri, take a bow. What a performance, what a win.
To do it as a team on home soil, that really means something special, and you can see how much it means to them, the drivers involved as well. Great job by them today, of course, as always, but for the fans watching on too, a great display of teamwork here today.
It's what they've all been racing towards, waiting for them. High above the pit lane is our podium. And for the lucky three, it's time to stand on it. They give out trophies for the winners. Today, they're Oscars. Your winner today, Oscar Piastri. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.